Siren Blue, baby.
Anyway, moving on to some questions. Joshua Carter asks, who should Edward Berlanga fight next?
That's a tough one. He's 168 pounds. I think 19 knockouts in 19 fights in the first round.
Oh, yeah. You know what it is? I was trying to think who it was for a second. Yeah, he's a beast.
Yeah, I don't think he's been past 2 minutes.
Nah. 60-second man.
How do you spell his name?
He's a beast.
Edward Berlanga, B-E-R.
Oh, yeah, Berlanga, yeah.
And again, at 168, what's the next step up for him? Does he go against someone
That's
like Benavidez?
Nah, hell no. He's still, because imagine, what are you 4-0?
Mm-hmm.
You probably still fought more rounds than him. You know what I mean, innit? He actually, even though it's 16 fights, 16 knockouts, he hasn't even fought 16 full rounds. So you think about it in theory, he actually fought 10 rounds of professional boxing. You can't go up that kind of level, innit? That's mad, fam. He's fought 16 minutes. 16 fights, 16
imagine what
minutes.
his pay is reflected per minute or per second.
Yeah, fam. It's even like his last couple of fights. You've seen the opponents he's fighting, like one of them had never been stopped. And you see the confidence, oh, this guy's powers, whatever. And as soon as he gets touched, and then the guy's like, oh my God, like, it makes sense now, innit? It all makes sense.
But the thing is, I think that's when your opponent's most vulnerable. That first round, you're coming in, you need to warm up into the fight. That's where a lot of how Mike Tyson got a lot of his knockouts. Fair enough, the power's there, but that first round, you can catch people off guard.
Catch them cold, innit? Nah, he's got scary power though. But I think someone like, actually, nah, I was gonna say Anthony Dirrell, but Dirrell's been knocked out so many times. I don't want to see him get beaten up again.
Moving on. Yulich, this Instagram name is long. Yulicha Alvarez, Prime Canelo 2020 v Prime GGG 2015.
2015.
Yeah.
GG was a killer back then.
I never bought the hype. I'm not gonna lie to you.
To be fair, skill wise, no, I never bought into it. But you can't deny the man's power.
I heard that, but Canelo's chin is.
But 2015, he wasn't slipping and diving the way he is now.
But saying Prime Canelo, like Canelo now versus GG.
Oh, okay.
But
you know what? Yeah, you know what?
It depends.
I'll give it to Prime Canelo. I'll give it to Prime Canelo.
But I think,
because I don't think GGG's changed since then.
If you have to discount the first 2 fights, like say he didn't have the experience from the first 2 fights, I think it would be different.
Yeah, I think so.
Obviously, the better boxer gets better and learns. That's why he was better in the second fight, and that's why I think he'll knock him out in the third fight. But at the same time, if he had never fought him in the first place, it would have been a different fight.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, innit? It's a tough one still. But I'll go with Canelo because the better boxer is the better boxer.
How Aaron Deep asks, how big can Naoya Inoue be?
Inoue.
It's about 5'2", so it can't be very big, innit?
The next face of boxing?
Nah, people listen. It's like
he's a problem.
He is a problem. But even I remember when I was watching Parker vs Dylan White.
Yeah.
And Chisora vs Takam. There's nothing like watching 2 big 6'8" men trade bombs. It's like you're watching every punch. Think that punch,
you can hear the sound.
You can literally think that punch would have actually killed me. Like you generally like if I got caught by that, like I'll be in hospital for a very long time. So I think there's no entertainment quite like it, innit? So I think being a 5'2" guy, when I watch his punches, think I could have a little move around with him. Probably stop me to the body later. But you know, it's like that feeling for me. Even when I watch football, yeah, if I see someone do something I can do, I'm never impressed. No matter how good it could be, I'm never impressed. You watch sports to see stuff that you couldn't possibly do.
Yeah.
What Messi don't do nothing
I could ever do, innit? Like if I watch Messi, I don't watch Messi do something and think I could have done that. You know what I mean? He does stuff where you think I could train 1,000,000 times to do that one thing. I probably couldn't do it how he done it. You know what I mean?
I thought Messi's just so good at the basics, bro. I think you could do everything that Messi does, but he's just 10 times better than you.
Okay, so the thing is, say okay. There's one thing dribbling with the ball. Everyone could do that. There's one thing dribbling past 5, 6, 7 players.
Yeah, but the way he dribbles is nothing complicated. Like when you see the skills he uses, bro, he's just dropping the shoulder, but he's just so good at that.
No, but it's not necessarily what he's doing with the ball. It's his mental aspect and what he is reading the play and the other opponent's movements. That's what he's reacting to.
No,
I hear what you're saying, but that makes it even worse to think he's not actually doing skills. He's literally just dribbling
That's what I'm
and
saying.
going past, man. And I know I can't do that. You know what I mean? And it's like, I know that I can't do that. He can't. Like, you think no one else can do that? That's what makes it special for me. So I don't like seeing little man punch each other. I think, oh, I might have a little move around. I know I can't beat them, but let's have a little move around. You see Anthony Joshua fighting, I think,
might
leave
land
it.
one
Just leave it, innit? Just leave it.
It's not worth the brain damage.
against a little man. You might land one.
That's what I'm saying, innit? They might have to land a couple to knock you out. But in Inoue, I'll give the only difference with him is he seems like he could punch a welterweight, and they'll be thinking, you know what, I don't want to get hit again.
Yeah, because he's accurate.
Yeah,
And he's timing.
and his powers are so sharp as well, innit? But I think the most he could be is Roman. Remember Roman Gonzalez, Chocolatito? It was like a little. He was a superstar in the boxing world, but other than that, he was very rarely known, innit?
And I think part of the problem is the fact that, I mean, does he speak English?
Nah.
Because that's a massive marketing tool.
Yeah.
It's a massive marketing tool.
Cool.
That's why I think, I mean, other than Chavez, which major Mexican is a global star didn't speak English?
Makes sense.
Yeah, for real.
Even Canelo practice now, innit? Like he's been practicing to be able to go and reach that market.
If he was able to speak English, he'd be probably double the star he is now, because he's still only big in boxing.
Who, Canelo?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're actually right. The fact that he wasn't able to speak English and fighting Floyd Mayweather, that's a lot of it. Like, that's a big loss.
Yeah, lost a lot of exposure there,
especially for the American market. Like they Americans need someone to be able to speak to them.
They need someone to speak to them, to be able to relate to, and they also they need that trash talk.
Yeah,
Americans love it.
They love it.
They love it. But the thing is, with Americans,
that's all they do.
They talk too much. Like, there's got to be a balance.
Yeah, of course. But at the end of the day, that's still the biggest market when it comes to financial.
Of course.
Same time, Inoue gets like 30 million people watching him in Japan, innit?
Jeez.
Yeah. So he's happy just taking his market that he's already got.
Imagine Keith Thurman versus Sean Porter, America, free to air TV, 5 million.
But again, that's their personalities outside of boxing. Is it that engaging to get a whole new demographic? Because America,
Inoue ain't got no personality.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm
just
saying.
like boxing, innit?
Yeah, but the thing is, because there's so little stars in Japan, he's gone out there and he's just shocking the world, beating everyone.
There's little stars for us.
Yeah,
not knowing the market.
Yeah. No,
He's not even the biggest star in Japan.
Who's the biggest star?
I forgot his name, but it's a middleweight. I think it might have been Murata. He was about to fight Golovkin. He gets like double Inoue. It's like on like New Year's Eve, like our New Year's Eve, not their New Year's Eve. There was always boxing. They get stupid millions of views. Like their boxing scene there is just different, isn't it?
You know what I do like about some of these other countries is that when they've got their country fighting against another rival country, I mean, it's not a race war, but it's like they back their man. Like the whole country gets behind them. They make a big song and dance, and they back their man.
But that's how the biggest superstars come around. Like, you have to, like, if you at least in the UFC, Conor McGregor, you have Ireland and you bring Ireland with you. It changes the crowd. It changes everything. So yeah, but I feel like all the big fights over time has been wars, always, right? The like biggest fights, they always try and sell it on country v country. That's what sells best. That's why Deontay Wilder v Anthony Joshua hypothetically would have been one of the biggest fights of all time because it was England America v the UK and all of that.
Yeah. No, you're right.
Next question. Holly7 asks, what are your favorite fights of all time? So instead of like putting like just two, 3 fights.
So my personal favorite is Ben v. What's the guy's name? It's not Eubank. It's
the Irish brother.
Nope. Oh my god, the American McKellen.
McKellen.
To me, that was, I mean, it's tragedy at the end, but what a fight. I mean, I would have loved to have been ringside for that fight. I mean, for thinking Ben was knocked out on his feet first round to come back and do an upset in the 7th, 8th, 9th. I don't even know what round it was that it finished in. But to me, that was a madness. So that's up there for me. Then it's also Hagler Hearns, pure entertainment. Boxing's out the winner. These are two men just out there fighting. I don't like you, you don't like me. Let's just have it. I think boxing's lost that in today's day and age. Everyone's like, show a bit of skills. It's all like they're aware of their surroundings rather than being in an actual dogfight. I think a lot of Mexicans, they just have that. They'll just get in there. No, I don't see the cameras. I'm see you. I'm going for you. I think after that, there's not really. I mean, there's loads of good fights, but
course, yeah.
they're the two that stand out for me more than anything else because the actual wars.
I was gonna say Hagler Hans as well. Prince Nassim versus.
Oh yeah, the American.
Kevin Kelly, was that his name?
I don't know. I
Can't remember his name.
It's like 4 or 5 knockdowns in the whole.
exactly,
It's madness. Yeah, that's got to be up there.
Yeah. Joshua Klitschko's up there as well.
Yeah. Just from a fan point of view, yep, definitely.
Throwback one: Rocky Graciano versus Tony Zell. That's like 1945.
You know what? I can't even say. I ain't that much of a boxing head. I ain't gone back that far. But to be honest with you, more recently, in the last couple of years, Chisora Takam. I loved that fight. I mean, I was there.
Right,
That when he pulled that knockout,
I was there. I didn't see you.
I was front row, bro.
All right.
Yeah, no, that him pulling that knockout at the what's his name out of literally thin air. That was amazing.
Because he looked like just getting beaten up. Right?
Yeah, it looked bad.
Apparently on TV, it looked a bit.
It looked 50-50.
Yeah. But in the
stadium,
everyone just thought this guy's getting beaten up.
Yeah.
Who else was there? Even Chisora versus White.
Yeah.
Both fights, innit?
Yeah. The first fight, entertaining. So entertaining. The second fight, I was just like, oh, that's sad. I would have at least liked to see him finish the fight because I thought he was actually winning. Actually,
even at the point deductions, apparently was up on the card.
Yeah.
Pacquiao versus Morales, them fights were sick as well.
Yeah, I can't even say that. I've gone even to watch them all.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen the knockouts, God knows how many times.
Yeah.
Of each fight, but I'd have to go back and watch them.
Good point from that boy Tez. Get Mark Breeden on the podcast.
Yeah, might have to still
Get him shit talking. That's a good one there.
not even shit talking. Just tell the truth. Just tell us.
Obviously,
Deontay Wilder does not hit the bag. Deontay Wilder does not jump rope. He doesn't sprint. He doesn't run. I don't know.
just about hits pads.
Yeah.
Does he stop a jab?
Hmm?
Ask him. Does he stop a jab? Fucking hell.
Boxing Talk 6 asks good inside fighters to study right now in boxing.
Right now, currently.
Yeah, right now.
Literally, I was lost for my head. My head is rattling.
The first thing I thought was Floyd Mayweather, Andre Ward, James Toney.
Yeah,
They're not
all
here
done.
no more.
Yeah.
They're not here no more, innit?
All done. And even Canelo, I wouldn't even class as an inside fighter.
Mid-range.
You said it a couple months ago. Like, there's no
Nothing,
good
innit?
inside fighters.
No,
I remember
no.
you saying it in the podcast.
Yeah.
Innit? There's no good.
Jerome
inside
Ennis is a
fighters.
decent one.
Yeah. Jordan Ennis has that in his locker. To be fair, you could sort of half argue, is Devin Haney an inside fighter?
He can be. But it's like I was going to say a few
He's not someone
Mexicans.
yeah.
But I wouldn't say to study them. Like
Yeah,
to say this is
yeah.
a good inside fighter. Study them. If you want to study
So
any
go back in history.
yeah, I was about to say just go back in history. James Toney, Andre Ward, Floyd Mayweather, Miguel Cotto,
You got to look at Duran as
Duran.
well.
Yeah, I was gonna say Duran. That's the main one. Duran for the hand position, the head position. Don't even watch anything else because you won't be able to do it because he's just so sick at it. But just watch the head position and the hands. Everything else will come later.
Actually saying that, you know who else was amazing?
Yeah.
Chavez. If you look at
Yeah,
Chavez.
Chavez as well. Yeah, 100%. Even Pernell Whitaker as well.
Yeah.
He was more so defensive, but he knew what he was doing in there, innit?
Zab Judah, would you throw him in there?
Yeah, because he knew, as again, he knows what is. Them guys, they can be in the inside and the breathing doesn't go higher. They don't hold their breath.
Just
I hold my
relax.
breath on the inside.
Yeah.
Like everyone has that. Yeah. Everyone has those certain things. Them guys, they're literally at home. They're just chilling on the inside. So you want to study them guys. Today, what? Fucking.
Yeah, I can't think of anyone.
Josh Taylor, actually. Josh Taylor. He does well.
Josh Taylor?
Yeah, on the inside, it's comfortable. Him and Prograde, they were both very comfortable on the inside. I don't know how much you could really study to learn off it, but they're good inside fighters, isn't it? Let me look at some rankings to find. There has to be some fighters. Andy Ruiz. No? All
Inside fighters? Andy Ruiz? Come on, bro.
All right.
I got a next question from JS Mart 0824. Should Mayoshi Nakatani be in the mix for top 135?
Absolutely not. Beating Felix Verdejo does not mean anything. Although he had a good performance against Teofimo Lopez, you got to beat someone kind of decent, innit? You know what I mean? And you can't just him versus Comey. If he beats Comey, then obviously he is. Until then, I don't see it.
That was quick.
What do you make of Tevin Farmer moving up 135?
Me personally, I never took Farmer too seriously. I always thought he come up as a journeyman, and it was good to see the progression to get the world title. One not, but at 130, you don't hit very hard. You're not a counter puncher, just a slick boxer. You're gonna go up to 135 to fight Teofimo Lopez, to fight Richard Comey. Ryan Garcia.
Yeah.
Like, they're much bigger than you and they hit way harder than you. Some of them are even faster than him as well. And he's not going to counter them. So I don't really see what he can really do. What about you?
No, I mean, to be honest with you, I had no thoughts on it. I thought, he ain't got the power for it. But where's Tank at the minute? 130 still?
130, 135 goes up and down.
Yeah, so I'm just thinking, is it a case of chasing wherever he's at? Because he's been calling that fight for years.
Yeah, he should get it as well. It would be a big fight, but just see him getting stopped.
Official_CLD. Do you have any boxing background?
I'm a boxing coach.
What about you, Jordan? I don't know.
Just a little bit.
Daoud 135. Any advice for young boxers who can't get in the gyms because of COVID right now? What would you say for them to do, like training wise?
Just do as many runs as you can. Shadow boxing's good tool. Yeah, I mean, it's
not the way you do it, mate.
Yeah, shadow boxing. If you got a punching bag, yeah, cool. Little siblings, get them to hold some pads or another rival pair of gloves. Yeah, I mean, you're very limited if you've not got a boxing bag in your vicinity. But yeah, go for a run, sit up, star jumps, press ups, bodyweight exercises, shadow boxing, skip and rep, yeah. And
sparring. Find someone to spar, even if it's not. You ain't got to go all out at it, but just keep yourself sharp, spar. Like you said, skip, shadow, running. You should be doing that regardless, innit? Like, if you need to be motivated, you do that first. Do your core work, and that's all you need.
But listen to the COVID regulations until.
Naeem Ghafoor, thoughts on Virgil Ortiz v Maurice Hooker?
I still haven't watched Virgil Ortiz. I've been telling myself for like the last 2 years I watched him, but I still ain't seen him. Have you?
No.
He's in your weight class. What's wrong with you, bro?
Wait, is this the one? Oh my god, this is the De La Hoya one that everyone keeps picking him up. To be honest with you, no, I've not seen him. Fair. I've not seen him.
But if the hype is real, he should knock out Maurice Hooker because Hooker ain't got a chin.
Isn't Maurice Hooker coming from a light weight class?
Yeah, he is still.
Yes, yeah.
I kind of already know the answer to this, but Shafi 71111. Do you think a prime Canelo like now would be a prime Mayweather?
Next question.
No.
What, are they gonna fight at fucking 168 pounds?
Yeah, you know what it is, yeah. The thing is, you got to remember, yeah. Let's just say that they never had that fight. Canelo would never have developed into the fight he is now without the Mayweather loss.
And furthermore, scrap that. Mayweather was fucking 36. I don't care how good you thought he was. He was old and not past his best.
And I don't even think he beats Pretty Boy Floyd.
Get stopped. You'll get stopped.